The King and Queen of the Ring tournaments kick off tonight on Raw. Welcome in. We are 2 weeks away from Bash at the Beach. And over the course of these next couple of weeks, we will have the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments play out. And the finals of each tournament will take place at Bash at the Beach. Let's get our first look at the King of the Ring brackets. All first round matches will go down on this week's shows: Raw, Nitro, Thunder, and SmackDown. And tonight, we are kicking it off with our first King of the Ring first round match. Main event, Jey Uso taking on Bron Breakker. Also tonight, AJ Styles takes on Gunther in a round one matchup. And then in the Queen of the Ring tournament, Tiffany Stratton takes on Roxanne Perez. And in our main event, this is a big one, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. And the winner of these tournaments gets a shot at their brand's world champion coming up at this year's SummerSlam. We want to give a shout out here at the beginning of the episode to Zanili for leaving a comment on a prior video. If you want to get shouted out in a future video, leave a comment down below. And the badass, not wasting any time here as he takes down Jey Uso. Breakker, the current holder of both the Intercontinental and United States Championships here in the WWE. Jey Uso, who was the very first pick in this year's draft, coming back to WWE from WCW. Breakker lowers the rope, Jey to the outside. Jey was also involved in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Came up short there as Cody Rhodes, our new Mr. Money in the Bank. And Breakker sending Jey into the steel steps. Breakker has been on a roll, winning the Intercontinental Championship back at WrestleMania 3. And then at In Your House, winning the United States Championship. Jey now getting back into the ring before the count of 10, and Breakker does as well. Breakker sends Jey into the corner. Braun getting Jey back to his feet and sends him back to the outside. And now Breakker making the climb. Elbow drop off the top rope. Jey Uso in some trouble here. And an elbow there from Jey. And now Jey sends Braun into the steel steps and hits a spear. But Bron Breakker back to his feet. Now sends Jey crashing into the announce table. Braun looking for a weapon but doesn't come up with one. Count of 10. These two men have been counted out. I honestly don't know what that means as far as the King of the Ring tournament, but we will try to find out. Now we've got first round action in the Queen of the Ring tournament as Tiffany Stratton makes her way to the ring. Let's get our first look at the Queen of the Ring bracket. Again, all first round matchups taking place this week. And the finals, the new Queen of the Ring will be crowned at Bash at the Beach. Here in round one, Tiffany Stratton here tonight, taking on Roxanne Perez. It was just a week ago, last week on Raw, Tiffany Stratton took on Lola Vice. And we had maybe one of the fastest finishes we've ever seen here in the open mic universe. As right after the bell rang, Tiffany able to lock in a disarm her. The move made famous by Becky Lynch. She was able to get Lola to tap out probably at about 15 to 17 seconds. Obviously, Roxanne watched that match and she was prepared. Tiffany not able to make that happen again this week, as now Tiffy takes down Roxanne. The winner of this match will meet the winner of our main event. The match between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. That will take place next week on Raw. Swanton from Stratton. And sends Roxanne into the corner. And another scoop slam. Prettiest moonsault ever. Hooks the leg. And Roxanne able to get her shoulder up at 2 3/4. And Roxanne able to get over. Pin attempt here. And a reversal for Tiffany. And another reversal. And these two just going back and forth. I think referee Dan Engler's going to need to get some ice for that shoulder after this one. Another reversal. And finally, Tiffy able to get out. Drop kick. And both women down. That back and forth exchange was insane. Stratton first to her feet. Goes up to the second turnbuckle. Delivers a splash. Hooks the leg. And Tiffany Stratton is moving on. And she will be watching tonight's main event very closely. She will be taking on either Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch. We've got our next King of the Ring first round matchup. And we have just received some news because Jey Uso and Bron Breakker were both counted out. The winner of this match between AJ Styles and Gunther will have a bye in the next round and will automatically advance to the Final Four, which is just one match removed from the King of the Ring finals coming up at Bash at the Beach. Huge advantage to whoever can walk away with the win in this one, and AJ with the early advantage here. Obviously, from the standpoint of staying healthy and not having to win that next round match to get to the Final Four, got to think whoever wins this match here tonight has got to be the odds-on favorite to win the whole King of the Ring tournament. Obviously, we know the history of AJ Styles. 5 times he was the WCW World Champion. Gunther, he's let it be known as of late that this new year he's looking to take his career to the next level. Obviously, to this point, he has not held a world championship. He is looking for that to change here in the new year, and what better way to do that than to earn a shot at the WWE World Champion, whether it's Roman Reigns or Kevin Owens, in a couple months at SummerSlam. If you missed SmackDown last week, Roman Reigns responding to the challenge from Kevin Owens. Kevin challenging him to a title match at Bash at the Beach. Roman accepted that challenge, and in a way, kind of gave the impression that maybe he's not exactly thinking that Kevin Owens is much of a threat. But hey, KO, not someone to take lightly. So it very well could be Kevin Owens going into SummerSlam, the World Heavyweight Champion. Big clothesline from the Ring General gets AJ up. Sends the Phenomenal One back into the ring. Rolls him over, hooks the leg. And Gunther with the win. And he is not only moving on, as he will have a bye in the next round, he has punched his ticket to the Final Four of the King of the Ring tournament. It is main event time, and it is also time for our second Queen of the Ring first round matchup. And I don't know, I looked at the bracket, I don't know if there is a bigger matchup than this one between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, two former women's champions. Becky, a former multiple-time WWE Women's Champion, also a multiple-time WCW Women's Champion. Charlotte, a multiple-time WCW Women's Champion. And this one is underway. Kick to the midsection from Becky. And she has got an armbar locked in here. And man, it looks deep. And that's going to do it. I don't believe it. We may have just seen a record here. Becky Lynch with the victory via armbar. She defeats Charlotte Flair. And she will move on to round 2, where she will take on Tiffany Stratton next week on Raw.